defending, I think, it's like.
We finally won a game in November. We have finally bounced back from two very disappointing performances, or better yet, results against Newcastle United and West Ham United. As you can see in front of me, Arsenal 2, Sevilla 0. Complete performance. Only criticism is, Arteta, could we rest Saka and take him off, really and truly? Could we have scored more? Fantastic performance, man. From start to finish, I think we had the bit between our teeth. We had a lot of intensity that Sevilla struggled to match. I can't ask anything more of any player. I think everybody stood up to be counted. It's nice to see Trossard actually start and get a goal and see Saka assist him. For me, Martinelli, ironically, would be man of the match. And if he could sort out his play, just a little couple tweaks in the final third, we're lit. We've put ourselves in the driving seat where qualifying for this group stage is concerned. It could be worse. We could be like some other London teams who lost to Copenhagen and that sit fourth in their group. But yeah, people, we've had the best result because admittedly, I should check. But at the time of this, I saw PSV were beating Lens a goal to 0. That's the best result away from what we're playing in today. So it's lovely to win 2 goals to 0. Lovely to keep a clean sheet. Lovely to see the fluidity of my front three. And actually, for Trossard's goal, big up Saka and Trossard for getting the goal and assist respectively. But to see that pass from Jorginho, that was one sexy pass. And lovely from Declan Rice to dispossess Lamela with him being an ex-Spurs one, make the extra sweeter. It's obviously nice to get the second goal as well when we did with Bukayo Saka. Lovely to see him get a goal and assist. Lovely to keep a clean sheet in a nice way. Raya is our lowest rated player. Can't ask anything more. I do think we could have scored a lot more in the first half, but I liked how we started and ended the game strong. My only criticism would be it's another game keeping up my agenda of us needing to be a bit more clinical. That you look at the first half, we had 6 shots, 1 on target, 72% of the ball. I think even in the first 20 odd minutes, we had 100 odd passes. They had 38. Could we have killed Sevilla a lot sooner? And I think for us to go to the next level, we was moving like hungry sharks or lions in the jungle, seeing a wounded animal. We need to pounce. It's like we play with our dinner. Or if it's in a boxing match, we're in the driving seat and we're landing punches, but we're not going for the knockout, really. To be fair, I did think I oversold Sevilla going into this game. I thought they would want revenge. I know they made a bunch of changes. They did play out from the back. They did connect defense and midfield and attack decently, but their chances were far in between. I don't think they had a shot on target. We will check that. They did have a commitment to playing out from the back, but I think their substitutes were the most lively in Moreno and Rakitic, really and truly. Other than that, there weren't anything. We could have scored a lot more. I think Martinelli's end product in the final third could be a lot better. I did like him and Trossard rotating. I think Kai Havertz had a more encouraging performance, but I think all of, the midfield and the attacking players were a level above him. And I think Kai Havertz, I think you could have scored a header from what I remember early on. Up until we scored, actually, just before the half-hour mark, we was doing all right, but you just wanted us to add some goals. And, Havertz had a chance. Benjamin White went close with his left peg over the bar. There was an incident where I believe it could be Saka, I could be lying, but someone delivered the ball into the box and it looked like it was on course to be headed home by Saliba. Gabriel kind of picked it off his centre-back partner's head, really and truly. I think we made an exciting start. I think the game must have been a good game to watch from a neutral perspective. I would say it was relatively end-to-end. I did think it was a bit excited, like both teams were losing the ball slightly cheaply in the first opening stages. It was a bit like playing the game of pinball, really and truly. There was an incident where I was looking at Rice and Trossard, one of you shoot and they didn't. But I did like how, you could see we wanted to put in a performance. And when I look at Mikel Arteta's comments before the game where he spoke about we need to play well at home, when you've got the chance to really secure, maybe not mathematically, but all but secure your passage to the next round of the Champions League, you need to do it. As I said, November has been a poor month for us. It's imperative that we win and at least win today, which we've done. God bless in hindsight. And obviously, if we can beat Burnley, we go into the next international break with, with our heads high, really. The only problem I have over the game is, you're kind of anxious to hear the status on Bukayo Saka. You all know Arsenal have a long list of injuries at this moment in time, people. As I said, I was happy with the first goal because I think we deserved it on the face of it. I think the only thing, a bit like the Newcastle game, we're just lacking really that cutting edge in the final third to ultimately goals win games and, put some daylight between the teams. And I like as I said, Declan Rice has nicked it. Jorginho's played a lovely pass. Bukayo Saka has found Trossard. It's in a nice way. It's one from the training ground. And not only does it show our quality on the ball, but it shows our quality off the ball, because I do think we pressed them well and kind of forced errors, really. Obviously, they didn't start a couple of players were out. They changed their team. I do think Sevilla played all right, but we were the more dominant side, really. They showed that they can play football, but they didn't really trouble us. They were only really going to trouble us if we made mistakes. I don't want to be that guy because referees and Arsenal were in the spotlight this week in the moment. But I did think the ref out, you were very trigger happy with the yellow cards for Arsenal players in the second half. It looked like some Sevilla players were getting away with murder, but us Arsenal fans probably sound like the boys and girls who cry wolf. So yeah, at halftime I was thinking, how the hell haven't their players been given some yellow cards? All I really want to see is better end product, but other than that, everything else has been near enough perfect. I do like the intensity and how we're more the dominant side. Sevilla are at our mercy, really and truly. We're kind of doing what we want to do. Raya's not having too much to do. As I always say, I never want my keeper to be busy. We just need to score and ultimately just put the game to bed. As I said, at halftime we had 6 shots, 1 on target, 72% of the ball to 28% of Sevilla's. We played 309 passes to their 128. Our pass accuracy was at 88%, theirs was at 70%, but considering we was playing a lot more further forward, there's that. We had 2 corners, they had none. So yeah, man, I think Sevilla are holding out, but we're clearly the more dominant team. I think that fullback is going to have nightmares about Gabriel Martinelli. He was just intent on absolutely destroying him. Anytime Martinelli could take him on, he was doing it. Again, Martinelli, Saka, they look like men inspired today, really and truly. Saliba's a boss, will always be one. Everyone, man, it's a team collective. It's nice to see Saka get a goal and assist. It's nice to see Trossard obviously get on the score sheet. I think Martinelli had a great game. I do think his end product could have been better. It would have been nice to see him get a goal and assist. The only dampener is, we don't know where Bukayo Saka's injury lies, people. In terms of how the game ended, let's see the final statistics there. We had 11 shots, 3 on target and 2 goals. So 3 shots on target, 2 goals. While I think we need to do a lot better in chance creation and chance conversion, today was a step in the right direction, really. 11 shots, 3 on target, 62% of the ball and 4 corners. I stand corrected, at halftime, Sevilla had no shots on target. And no shots in general. At come 90, they had 1 shot and 1 on target. And what effort was that? So yeah, we as Mikel Arteta says, football's about being as efficient and effective in the final third as you can be. We defended our box well, we exploited their box brilliantly, and I think we did well in the midfield, really and truly, and it's lovely, really. So yeah, clean sheet, 3 points, first win of the month. Let's keep it going to Burnley and what other games we have after that. Let me know your thoughts, people. I'd give man of the match to personally Martinelli. I know Saka's got a goal and assist. I think Declan Rice and Jorginho were good. I think everybody was good, but I'd give it to Martinelli. I think he was the one for me that stood out. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on who would be man of the match, how you feel about the substitutes, how you feel about, who's everything in relation to the game, how confident you are even going into Burnley. Like, comment, subscribe, good evening to you lot. And don't forget to enter your group chats or, WhatsApps, groups and things, and bug your Manchester United supporting friends, people, because they bottled a 2-goal lead and have lost 4-3 against Copenhagen. And we all know Man United fans will never miss an opportunity of getting at this club. But for us, clean sheet, 2 goals, 3 points. We're doing what we need to do. As Edu said, let's enjoy this competition and long may it continue. You lot stay safe, stay blessed, smash the like button, comment, subscribe, do what you can for the YouTube algorithm, and we'll link up again, man. Check out the other vids. Safe.
Always use that active red light, defending. I think it's like